Hey guys, this is ColdyFell1 here, and today I'm going to be doing something that I haven't done in quite a while, which is, as you can tell by the title of the video, a Thomson Railway layout video. Now, the last time I built a layout was actually when I met up with my friend Noah, aka the Train Club, at his house back in June, and so we made a layout there, but like, not counting that, the last layout that I actually built with my own pieces was, I want to say back in 2019, and then the last time I actually uploaded a layout video like this was all the way back in I think October or November of 2017, so almost 5 years ago now. So yeah, it's definitely been quite a while, and so recently I was just thinking hey, I haven't built a layout in quite a while, and I have accumulated quite a number of new items since last time, and so why not just make a new layout? So I decided to do something different this time around and build a table layout, which I've never done before, and overall I am quite pleased with how it turned out. So without further ado, let's just get started. So here at Marin Station, or I guess technically called the Solar 3-in-1 destination, we have Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle, and then we have Birdie off to the side. This is actually the only Mattel destination I included on this layout, mainly just because I think it's one of the better Mattel destinations, and I didn't want this whole section of the layout to be as empty, so that's why I included it here. If we go straight from Thomas's line, we'll come to this switch, and if we go this way, then we'll go around to one of my favorite parts of the layout, the brown turntable. So here, as you can see, we have two of my special engine sheds off to the side here, where we have James and Gordon. And then here at the work sheds, as you can see, are Donald and Douglas. And then here we have the beehive building from the James Goes Buzz Buzz set. And then here we have the plastic figures of Sir Topham Hatt and Lady Hat, which I recently got with my Mountain Tunnel set. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, over the pretty much since my last collection video, I've accumulated quite a number of new items, which I don't think I've showed in any videos yet, and so even though quite a lot of these new items aren't really new to me anymore, I'm sure this is probably the first time a lot of you are seeing them. So yeah, so as you can see, we have Sir Topham Hatt and Lady Hat, Brio Henry, which I got back in May, which I quite like. It's probably one of my favorite Wooden Rally versions of Henry. We have Mr. Percival here, then we have Boko, and the Big City Engine. So actually, if we go to the work shed, then as you can see in the back, the two lines split off in different directions. So Donald is on the right, and if we go on his line, it just goes around past the Soto Railway Repair, and then past these two fire trucks here behind the sheds, and then it basically just goes through the single stone tunnel, another pretty new destination I've gotten, and back to Marin Station. And then Douglas is on the left, and if we go on his line, it again just goes around in the opposite direction past George. And then it goes to where D261 is waiting with the express coaches at a signal, and then there's Trevor. And then the switch that D261 is at just goes around back to where Henry is. So if we go back to the switch by where Thomas is at, just goes up onto the Solar Bay Bridge where we have Coldy with Catherine, and then just goes down past the gristmill or the watermill, or whatever it's called, and the Solar Bay tugboat, and just goes around to the switch where we have Toby with Henrietta and the Flying Scotsman. And then Flying Scotsman is sitting on a T-switch right there. Oh yeah, there's I think this is the signal box I'm pretty sure was exclusive to the Mountain Tunnel set, so that's pretty cool, and I'm glad to finally have an official Wooden Railway signal box in my possession. So yeah, so anyway, Flying Scotsman is sitting on a T-switch, and this actually goes up onto the Rumbling Bridge, which I actually got almost 2 years ago now, in the end of August of 2020, but again, I don't think I've officially shown it in any video. But yeah, so here we have Brio Duck with my two custom red branch line coaches, and it just goes down past Harold to the stop and go station, and it just goes back to the set of points where Boko is at by the brown turntable. So if we go back to where Scotsman is at, there's another switch over there that goes around to the Hat Street crossing where we have Rusty waiting with Ada, Jane, and Mabel for Elizabeth and Caroline to cross. And then there's also the forklift from the Colleen the Apple Orchard Cars pack. And so basically what we have here is two different switches facing each other in different directions that are connected to each other by the conductor shed over there from the conductor shed figure 8 set. And that just both wind around to these lines of the Rumbling Bridge, and then on the other side, it's pretty much the same thing. They both converge out to switchers that are connected by a water tower. So this line over here by the switch goes past Terrence, who's just chilling over there, back to where Toby and Scotsman are. and then this line over here leads to my other two special engine sheds. And so here we have like Mike and Frank chilling in the sheds. And then we have Bert by the water tower, and there's Harold, like I said. And then there's also Lorry 1 passing by with just like a cargo piece. Yeah, so if we go back to Rusty over here, if we keep going from beyond like the rumbling bridge, we come to another switch over here. There's Duke rusting in my one really useful engine shed, and then this line just connects back to this other switch back by where Boko is at by the brown turntable. And so finally, I think there's just one more line to cover. So yeah, so if we go back to the switch by the Hat Street crossing, it goes around over my two archstone bridges, which is in like an area I'd like to call it backcountry. And here we see like Wilbur and Diesel on both bridges doing something. No idea what's going on there, but yeah. And then if we keep going, it just goes back to that switch back by where D261 is. And so I believe, yeah, that's basically the entire layout. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously not like the most like longest layout video out there, or like the most complex layout. Mostly just due to the fact that like, yeah, like space constraints and stuff like that. But nevertheless, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Like, for my first time ever building a table layout, like, there are definitely a lot of unique challenges that I had never faced before, like, especially like in terms of like dealing with limited space. But overall, like I said, I'm really happy with the way this turned out, and probably going to do more of these in the future. And so yeah, so that's basically it for this video. Hope you guys like the layout, and yeah, so that's all for now. So until next time, this is Codyfell1 signing out.